All right, so in this section, we're going to continue to work with asynchronous JavaScript. We're just going to look at some new features and syntax. And there's two particular that I want to focus on, and that's the fetch API and async await. So up to this point, when we deal with data, whether it's from a JSON file or from a public API like the GitHub API or the Chuck Norris joke API that we looked at, we've been using kind of an old school way of doing it by using the XML HTTP request object. So the Fetch API is a more modern way to communicate with servers and make HTTP requests. And we already talked about what a GET request is, post, put, delete requests. So I'm going to show you how to make all of those types of requests using the Fetch API. Now, async await is a newer syntax for working with not only the Fetch API, but any promises. And it's an alternative syntax to .then, which is what we've been working with up to this point. I'd go as far as to say that async await is more common now than using the .then syntax. I personally prefer it and will most likely be using that more than the .then syntax throughout the rest of the course. But in this next video, I'm going to show you the absolute basics of the Fetch API.